Well, it's about that time. It is Sunday, July the 24th, 2022. Leo season is in full effect, y'all. Welcome to the Zodiac Chatline. I'm your host, Tanae, and of course, as always, the lovely Cassie. Girl, you ready? I see that May working.
Yes, in honor of Leo season, I picked
Hello.
out my hair today. No, the
Yes,
humidity
girl.
did it for me. So, but yes, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
Listen.
feisty.
I have one of my Leo friends bought me this t-shirt. So this is my representation for her. So thank you. Shout out to the homie. So yes, Leo season. So let's start with the sun moving into Leo recently, and we have Mercury into Leo. So guys, it's time to let your sun shine. It's time to let your spirit, let the ego not get too far ahead of you, but let it be out there, let it have fun, all of that.
It is the height of summer. I mean, Leo season is the time of year that is ruled by the sun. I mean, we are, as you said last week, it's our time to shine. We're going to be, you're supposed to be out here reflecting yourself. Go big.
Yes.
Have fun. Just lead with your heart. Fuck it.
Yes.
It's Leo season.
And Leo seasons appreciate that authenticity of being your real ass person. Like be your real ass self. So let's see, the 28th will be the new moon in Leo. So that is a time to really reflect on your self-confidence, on romance, on your inner child healing, on creativity, all of that all of that fun stuff. That is what Leo season is going to be about. The other planets are still doing some really fun and interesting things. The moon is in Gemini. We have Mars and Uranus just chilling in Taurus still. Venus is in Cancer, so still a little swooner feelings. Romantic. And then we still have our lovely retrograde planets of Saturn in Aquarius, Neptune in Pisces, and Pluto in good old Capricorn. So things will continue to get a little more spicy with Jupiter going retrograde in Aries on the same day as the new moon on the 28th of this week. So reflection time for the rest of this summer season, guys. It's a lot of reevaluations. You can take action, I think, here and there, but a lot of it is big evaluations, and Jupiter rules our expansion. So things may kind of get a little bit constricted for a minute there, especially in Aries.
Yeah, it's interesting when I was reading about the Jupiter in retrograde transit. So Jupiter, for those who don't take notes regularly on what we talk about, as a refresher, is generally a super happy planet, and they call it the Great Benefic. It's supposed to bring luck and show you, areas where you can shine and expand. And when it goes retrograde, it's not. So first of all, we don't think any retrograde is bad per se, but some are worse than others. And Jupiter's is not so bad. It really isn't. But as Tanae alluded to, when the planet of luck and expansion goes retrograde, it's time to look inward and see what may be taking up space where luck could be. Like what you may be taught or given lessons that allow something better and more beneficial to come to you, even though it may not feel exactly like that at the moment. But it's a great period for really getting in touch with your own philosophy of self and your values, and making sure that in whatever ways you can, you're aligned with them so that the best possible things are flowing to you. And anything that's not so good, bye. The next few days are great for releasing this last bit of the moon's energy before we get a new moon in Leo. Let it go.
Because there's just, as you can see, the world that we live in, it is really imperative that you really be decisive and sure about the shit that you put your energy towards. And let go of stuff. Like there is no point in holding on to anything. The planet is barely holding on. So what are we trying to do? Like, don't do it.
That
But
part. That part.
in honor of Leo season, since we will be on a beautiful hiatus break, we love everybody. We love y'all. But we have decided for a moment, during these retrograde moments, we gonna reflect and see, but in honor of Leo season, before we start off with our other information about some Leos, I want to give a quick shout out and happy birthday to a Leo I have known for years. She turned 17, and that is Miss Sunny Connor. This lovely young lady is living her best Leo life, and Leo's better than anybody I know. I promise you, since the child. This girl has been doing it. So shout out to you, Sunny. Happy birthday. Happy solar return. I wish you the best Leo season and, a good senior year, girl, because you're killing it already.
Oh, my gosh.
And in honor of that 17-year-old Leo, we are going to talk to you guys about the most famous Leos who Leo the most.
Yeah,
right?
The most Leos to ever Leo.
That's
was the name of the game.
The most Leos to ever Leo.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
so who are we starting with?
We might as well go with the climate criminal because that is literally the most.
Mm-hmm. That would be our Leo friend, Kylie Jenner. So recently made headlines this week for taking a private jet flight for a 15-minute trip across Los Angeles. And Leos are the ultimate star of their own show. Okay. And that is a pro and a con, just like everything can be a shadow or a light version. And being a climate criminal is very much shadow Leo energy. Like, I don't give a shit about the planet or anyone else. I need to get to this party in 10 minutes, and it is rush hour traffic in LA. I'm taking my plane.
Yup. All right, so next up, that's how I feel. So next up, we have a Leo that this woman loves to love, and she loves her some Leos. Do you hear me? Not only is she now married to another Leo, but the Leo that she married has the same birthday as her ex-husband, Leo. And she was engaged to another Leo. So give it up for J-Lo, y'all. We know she can Leo with the best of them. And I just, we were kind of talking about this and I was doing a little research. I always kind of see like celebrity pairings in their astrology signs. And I was like, oh, her first husband was a Leo. Oh, she was engaged to A-Rod. He was a Leo. Oh, Ben Affleck is a Leo. But wait, Ben Affleck and her first husband got the same birthday? Oh, but she did marry that Virgo in the middle, Mark Antony, but they only had kids. That was it. Very practical. As you can
exactly.
See. That's like
she picked the stable one to have babies with.
That's like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, Leo Virgo. Same. Good luck.
Yeah. That is some wild Leo energy because and that's how you know it's like next level Leoing, because a regular Leo wants to be the star of the show. So they're not going to bring another star into that orbit. They're going to find them a nice, I don't know, Capricorn or somebody who's content, like just being back here, baby. But no, she is such a star that she's going to pull another star into her orbit and form a supernova of sexy body, yaddy, yaddy, and hair. I don't know. It's crazy. Good for you, J-Lo.
From J-Lo to JF. Jaff, whatever.
Jaff?
Jaff, yeah, it's Jaff. You gonna be J-Lo for me. Listen, I was with you watching you on In Living Color as a fly girl.
Ayo.
All right. Who's up for you? Who's next?
Okay. Well, you know what? We had it to talk about President Obama, our first Black president, and we've had many Leo presidents. He's my favorite, and all I'm saying is kind of miss him.
Try and be more like him. He was well dressed. He was a great, he was charming. Like, we miss you, sir, but I get it. I see the world as ghetto. You was like, I did my time, y'all. I'm out. So can't even be mad at you about
Right?
it. But we appreciate what he gave to this country when he did.
Yeah.
So yeah, we stand Obama. Yeah,
All right.
well, yeah. You
Mm-hmm.
ready?
Wait, did you want anybody
Do you
else you
want to
want to
do
talk
this?
up?
Nah, let's get our
Okay.
guest on here because our guest is freaking awesome.
Heck
So,
yeah.
guys, we are about to bring our guest on today, and I am super excited to have her on. I've known her for many, many years, and she has successfully established herself in Portland, Oregon, with her soul food truck. But she also does great work in her community. And she is Cassie. Read off her big three for the people. Read off her big
Sure.
three.
Please welcome Erica, a Scorpio sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising.
Hi,
Hello. Welcome to
I'm
the
here.
show.
Thank you
Yes.
for
So good
having me.
so good to have you. So today I'm gonna let
Yes.
you start.
All right. So, Miss Erica, what do you know about being a Scorpio sun?
What I know about being a Scorpio sun, what I really identify with is the darkness, the rebirth aspect. I appreciate the fact that things have to end in order for new things to be reborn. I'm a very secretive, private person. I'm loyal to a fault. What else? I had something else in mind, but I lost it. Yeah, that's what I know.
All of those are amazing. You actually have your sun in the eighth house in Scorpio, where it's supposed to be. And to me, that is the ultimate transformation placement. I share an eighth house sun with you, so I do understand everything that you just said.
Yeah.
But it tends to lend to a lot of transformation based on other people's actions.
Okay. Wow.
and,
Whoa.
and not necessarily anything that having to do with you, but you tend to like shed skin and create a new Erica every single time that you've
Uh,
had to transform.
that gave me chills. Yes, that's so correct. Yes.
So that is all day eighth house energy. But the interesting thing that we also found out about your chart, we did talk about your Pisces moon and your Pisces rising, is that you actually have a lot of planets in Libra. You have more planets in Libra than you do in any other placement in your house, in your chart, in the seventh house.
Wow.
And so so Cassie, what do you want to ask her about those Libra placements? Or did
So
you want to go back?
so do you know much about Libras in general? Do you have any keywords or qualities that jump out to you there thinking about Libra?
Fashionable. My mom was a Libra. She liked to dress.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
yeah.
I
That's
know.
really it, honestly.
Okay.
Okay. So Libras are ruled by Venus, beautiful, generally known to be very balanced, and they are the sign of partnerships, and they naturally rule the seventh house. And you have a bunch of Libra placements there in the seventh house. So my question about that, and I should list them off for you. You have Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. And you actually have Mercury, Jupiter, and Pluto all within 1 degree of each other. Right?
Oh,
Right there. Um, so
whoa.
so my question is, what lessons have you learned around partnerships and people pleasing?
People pleasing. I probably only recently stopped being a people pleaser. Um, I don't know. Honestly, though, have I? Yeah, I have been a people pleaser to the like as a trauma response, I think.
Hmm.
But because I've learned a lot about like myself and my mental health and all the things I've experienced in my life, like why I was behaving that way, and have tried to like pull back, unless it was coming from if I'm wanting to please from a genuine like that's what. But then again, like my the profession that I've chosen for myself is very like I'm in the public eye. I'm trying to please like the entire city with food and just. I guess I didn't stop then. Never mind. I just
I
like
mean, no,
transitioned.
yeah. It's actually, when you bring up the public eye, you have your Venus in the 10th house, which is always at the top of your chart in Capricorn. And while that's not the most sensual placement for Capricorn, it does allow, like, having Venus in the 10th house, it puts you on display and people like you.
Oh.
But in addition to that, I was going to ask you, do you have a love affair with your work?
I think I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, I love it. It's hard. It's grueling. I don't have anything negative to say though. It's transformed my life in a way. So yeah, I
How has
appreciate.
it transformed your life?
Well, you know me from before, from when I worked at Front Page News. Like I was kind of a mess. Was at one point when I was working there, I was actually homeless. I was like crashing on the couch of one of the regulars that worked there. Briefly, I stayed at another person's house. Like I was just kind of all over the place and unstable. And I don't know, this, you know, operating my business all by myself has taught me, that I'm highly capable, and the fact that people do like me and that I've gained like a bit of a following shows me like I've been this person all along. I've been capable all along. I don't know if that's
Mm.
relevant.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Everything you say is relevant. We just asking questions. We just want you to
Oh,
talk.
okay.
Yeah, say
Thanks.
whatever is that you feel. That is beautiful, and you should be proud of yourself because you got some boss energy, and you are meant to be great. So
Thank
keep
you. I
going.
appreciate that.
And you have no retrograde planets in your chart, and I don't know if you know what that means, but mostly everybody has a retrograde planet in their chart, and you are one of the 7%, that is a very rare, that has zero
Jeez.
retrograde and allows all of those planets to move freely. So it's great that you learned how to harness that energy for good. And since you do have your sun, moon, and rising all in water energy, I was going to ask you, how do you relate to the song by Mariah Carey, Emotions?
Okay. Oh my God. I was just having this conversation with my hair braider today. We were talking about like the fact that none of us know what emotions are, what purpose they serve for us, like the fact that they rule us so much. Like I feel every single thing so deeply, so intensely. Happiness, anger, joy, laughter. I can be completely depressed, but I'll be like twerking across the room.
Yes, give it
I
up for
don't
the
know.
twerk.
My emotions are all over the place. A lot of time I'm fine with it. It's not like sometimes it can be uncomfortable, but I feel them very deeply. And also I've been like I'm a lamb. I don't know. I'm obsessed with Mariah Carey, have been forever. So that song makes me feel emotions as well.
I love it. I literally saw that and I was like, that's the first song that came to mind when I was like,
Woo!
all of this water energy. Cassie, do you
That.
want to talk about her moon a little bit?
Well, I was going to kind of
Oh,
build off of
yeah.
what you were alluding to with all the water energy. And yes, especially the Pisces moon of it. Because so in Pisces, the moon's emotional and psychic capabilities are just at an 11, right? Like Pisces is the most psychic sign of the zodiac. It's the last sign of the zodiac. So it's the closest to whatever is beyond this life, right? That's like how astrologers think of it. And you
Okay.
have your moon in Pisces in the 12th house, which is the place where it is supposed to be, right?
Oh.
That is a very deep energy, like you alluded to. And because Pisces is mutable, they can be very much all over the place. And your emotion, I would imagine for you that you
Yes.
feel 16 things at once and you could probably name 2 or 3 of them at any given time, but the other 12 to 14 are like beyond your capabilities.
Oh my
So
God.
How we know your life, right? I
Get
what
out of my head. Get
know.
out of my head.
so what I want to know is with that And especially also, okay, sorry, with your Scorpio sun, because Scorpios are secretive and very deep. Who gets to know the real you, and how have you gotten to know the real you?
Um, I'll answer the second question first. I've gotten to know the real me through like probably in moments of deep, intense pain, depression, and sadness, self-reflection. I do a lot of self-reflecting. I try to do that a little bit every day. Like I think about every single thing. Like, what does this mean? What is, how is this affecting me? What am I doing with this? Like, I don't know. So learning about myself through like the rough spots. That's how I really figured out who I was. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's not just saying like bad thing. Like the survivor in me,
Mm-hmm.
how I've learned to avoid, how I keep myself safe and I take care of myself. How I've learned to just be self sufficient. Um, to the point of like I don't even work for anybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
so the people that get the closest to me is very hard. Um, I'm very transparent. I like to share a lot about my life. I feel like there's a lot of lessons there for other people to learn from,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe kind of help encourage other people to keep going. But when it comes to like my real emotions and thoughts and like those 17 things I feel at a time, I'm happy to share those with somebody. But I don't know. Intimacy is hard for me. Like it's something that I'm always seeking out, but I don't. I think it's a combination of me living somewhere where it's hard to connect with people, but also like the pull back of my own self, like you know. But if you can, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like my best friend, if you can share a quiet moment with me somewhere away from all the like
Mm.
noise of life, if you can get that deep with me, then that's how you can get the real shit out of me, like from my own mind, not like
Mm.
what I want
Mm-hmm.
you to know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that actually, I was actually going to, because you had said how you got to know yourself was through pain. And of course, you and I also share a commonality with that A house of losing a parent. And I was going to ask you, how have you grown from pain, suffering, and loss?
Pain and suffering and loss. I've experienced a lot. Loss has been a running theme in my life. I've lost homes. I've lost all of my belongings multiple times. I've lost family members and loved ones, partners, and to death. I mean, like any like any way you could think of. And I, what was the question? I just started thinking about all this. I was like, oh my
It's
fucking
just
god.
how have you grown from all of that?
Oh, I've grown to keep a healthy level of detachment. Like I heard it said once that you're supposed to love things with an open hand, like it falls into your hand and
Mm.
you love it, and if when it falls out, you just appreciate the time that you had that thing in your hand, and that's like I try to because of the amount of loss and grief I've experienced, it got to be where it was, you know, I lost somebody in 2019 actually, like they passed away. And that was the last person, like the last death I experienced where I just was like, I cannot deal with this. This is too much. And I think that specific experience, I probably picked up a drinking habit during that time. I was self-medicating a lot. It was really, really bad. I got fired from my job. I just went I didn't like lose anything, but I just went really low emotionally. Like that was a very
Mm.
bad emotional time. And because all of the surround the leading up to that whole person's death it was just really like it was a lot. And I I definitely learned from that. That was one instance where I specifically was like, bitch, you are pick yourself up. Like, what are you doing? You're so
Yes.
close. Like, you used to live on the street. Like, you are literally, you have your kid. You're doing all the things that you are. Oh, it's gonna be okay. Like, and
Yeah.
after I got over that, I was like, all right. because I don't even think I got a chance to grieve my mom properly. I think I just lost my damn mind.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, it's so it's you know, having strong water sign energy, and your whole big three being water sign is very strong water sign energy, and you have more water sign placements than just that, is a superpower, right? It's
Ooh.
something amazing to be able to connect with people and feel people's emotions, and when you can wield that power for good, and I should say even when you just can wield it, right, when you can step into it and use it, it's so wonderful. But it is so hard for us folks with a lot of water sign energy, and especially you're have very little earth energy in your chart to ground yourself. You have a lot of
Oh,
water and a lot
that
of
explains it.
air, and not a lot of
Wow.
earth or fire. And both earth and fire have this rootedness in like the tangible, and earth and or I'm sorry, water and air just do not. And so with that, like, and again, you have a moon in Pisces in the 12th house. You need time to yourself and quiet places and
Ooh.
nature and
Yes.
serenity and breath and no noise and no nothing, just to recharge and not and avoid the traps of self-medicating, because it's so water signs, especially water sign placements. I mean, we are notorious for that, especially alcohol, but pretty much anything that feels good. I
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
shitload of water sign placements.
Yeah.
It was a long struggle for me to
Yeah.
get to a place where, you know, you can use substances in moderation and comfortably and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, that journey is different for everybody, but good for you for recognizing,
Yes.
you know, in yourself. And that's such a Scorpio talking to a Pisces. Bitch, you better get up.
Yeah. What the hell is wrong with you?
Your
Yeah.
sun talking to your moon,
Yeah,
like,
it's
get
like,
it together.
Yeah.
we is not,
I
this is
am
not us. This is not us.
exactly. I identify with my sun and moon and like my ascending placement because I'm my own best friend.
Yeah, yeah.
I do a
Mhm.
lot. I can hype myself up. I can be with myself by myself
Yes.
and be just fine.
Your stories are everything.
That's amazing.
With all of that water sign energy, when did you first notice your intuitive or psychic gifts?
Probably when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would tell people stuff like I would know something and just be like, I know. I don't even know what that is, but that's gonna happen. And it's kind of happening to me now. Like I knew I would be like a successful businesswoman. I didn't know what that meant at the time. I was a little kid, but I'm like telling people like that's gonna happen. And it did. I've walked into rooms and been like, I'm never gonna walk in this room again. Like not in a good way. Like this is the last time I'll see this room and have no reason for it. Or just random things. I don't know. I definitely identify with that and have had dreams and then the next day something wild happens that directly pertains to the dream. I mean, like very specific, very vivid.
Yeah, you
So,
are.
yeah.
Cassie, will you tell her what you said when you met her today? And no, I want
Well,
you to hear this. I want you to hear this because I was
I was so curious because we did not, I don't believe, cross paths in our front page news journey. I think I was hired to that company just after you had left, according to Tanae and Coral. So,
Okay, yeah, I got
but then I
fired.
saw your chart and I was like, I I can't wait to see what she looks like. Although I'd seen you in a video just to like really get a chance to see you, a video, like a social media video, because I'm like, this is the most witchy person ever. Like she's got to be like a natural witch. And then when I saw you, of course, you are beautiful and yes,
Oh,
radiate that like. Yes, of course she's a natural witch energy. And you also just struck me as like having this like familiar energy where I was like, have we met? Did we meet before? Like she's
yeah.
so like do people tell you that all the time? Like you remind them of someone or they're like, have we met before?
Yeah. Yeah. Probably
That
so.
doesn't
I
surprise
can
me.
identify with that. Yeah, for sure.
Tanae,
Yes.
would you like to talk about the
How did you
North
know?
Node?
That's
Because
literally where we're supposed to go.
that's
I
what
know.
we do.
Always,
That's
always.
what we do.
Get
Okay.
it.
So, are you familiar with what your North Node is in your chart?
I'm not. Remember when I told you I was lazy
Oh, yeah.
looking at my chart? I know that what's going on with the North Node now, and I'm like, I want to see. And I like started looking at it, and I was like, girl, put that down.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
Okay.
Put that down.
So, what your North Node is that is your soul's journey. It's totally different from your sun sign. It is really underneath. It is your soul's journey from going from basically one extreme to the other. It's always
Okay.
going to go in an opposite direction. I mean, that's really what it is. It's very much, they're always on opposite axes. Like you had mentioned earlier in our call that you know that the North Nodes right now are on the Taurus Scorpio axis, and you've had quite the interesting Taurus season, and I told you look forward to Scorpio season. But so your North Node is in Cancer in the 5th house. So again, more water energy for you.
More water.
And it starts at the Capricorn energy and it goes to Cancer. So it's interesting to have to balance that out with your Venus in Cancer and your
Venus in Capricorn.
I'm sorry, you're right. Venus in Capricorn and your North Node in Cancer. And so sometimes what you love doesn't always fit on your destiny path. And your karmic path is called the Way of Seduction. And
well.
From a Scorpio sun, right? And you start at what they call the 3rd Capricorn 3 is at the week of dominance, and you have to go to Cancer 3, which is the week of the Persuader. And I think you're actually doing really well with that because you've just persuaded a lot of people to follow you and eat your food. So why not? And of course, like nurturing the world with your talents. And so that's a really good way to be. One of my questions I did have was, how has your nurturing your inner child helped your career? But you can think about that. But I want to just kind of go on this. So the core lesson for this karmic path is supporting others by understanding what they need and want. The goal is to learn how to persuade others to your point of view. The release is the need to be the boss. And the reward is the joy of give and take. Because Capricorn is definitely boss energy. And then your gifts can be surmounting, persuasive, and observant. Some pitfalls are self-sacrificing, dictatorial, and detached. The balance point is between hierarchy and democracy. The suggestion is to become more observant generally. Study others and what they want. Consider the right moment for action. Ask yourself if you are acting out of kindness. Treat others with equality and respect. The crystal and gemstone is pyrite, and it allows an individual to witness the truth behind another's facade. When this information is received with compassion, it becomes possible to offer others what they truly want. This stone affirmation is: my will is strong, and I use it to accomplish the manifestation of my most benevolent hopes and desires.
Oh my God, I need to write that down.
I'll send it to you. Don't worry, I got you. Thank you, Erica. I got you, girl. We go way back like 4 flats, homie. I got you.
Thank you.
But I do love what it said was that it allows the individual to witness the truth behind another facade. And I think for you to be a Scorpio and to have that energy, bitch, nothing's getting past you.
Oh God, no, it doesn't.
Ever.
It doesn't.
Like if somebody try to get something past you,
good luck.
It's like noted.
Yeah.
And when it's
watching this that has ever tried to get something past me and I didn't let you know immediately, you just know I still know. I'm just telling you.
What she said.
Scorpio is like,
what she said.
Filed it.
Yep,
filed
exactly.
Them Scorpios, listen, 20 years from now, if you must listen, Erica will still come for you. She ain't gonna forget that. It's filed.
Yep, exactly. If
permanent file.
The elephant.
Who I'm gonna fuck up next time?
I ain't forgot. Exactly.
Scrolling through her Rolodex of the people that have fucked up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Put a little spell on them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we told you earlier, we are going to play a game with you, what we love, and we call it Blame It on Your Big Three.
Okay.
And since you have the same rising and moon, we chose Libra as your third big three because you have the most planets in that.
Wow.
So what we're going to do is what we do about big three. So your Pisces sun, or I'm sorry, your Scorpio sun. So, it's intense and like deep, and your Pisces is very fluid, and it kind of does what it needs to do. And then Libra is pretty and refined. So that's kind of the terms we've used to describe.
I
So
see that.
from
Yeah.
your big three, what we did was we decided to do the big three as soul food, and we're gonna name a soul food, and you tell us whether it is your Scorpio, Pisces, or Libra energy.
Okay. Bet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cassie, start us off.
All right. I'm going to start with black-eyed peas.
That is an excellent. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Scorpio.
Yes. I
Don't be
chose them
too psychic in this game. Goddamn, we gonna be fucking. She gonna be like, "Oh, I know that." Go
I
ahead.
got it. Ah,
I
yeah.
chose that for Scorpio because it sounds a little scary. It says black eye right in the name.
Yeah.
Like, is it somebody going to hit me? I don't know. And it's got magical connotations because you eat it to transform your luck in the new year. Just like Scorpios are transformational magic. So it just seemed right for me.
I love that.
All right, I picked Hush Puppies.
Hush Puppies. Okay. Hush Puppies is giving me Pisces energy.
I picked it for Libra because it's fancy cornbread.
And it's cute.
It's cute. It's cute.
cute.
It's fancy cornbread.
That was my first thought. I should have trusted my intuition.
Yeah.
You of all people, literally
Always.
sidebar, always trust your intuition. Always.
Yes, I do.
Scorpio sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. There's no chance that your intuition is wrong.
It will continue to save your life. I promise you that.
All right. Ooh, I just had another thought of something I think might be better. I'm going to go with my original. Okay, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Libra. No, can I switch it?
Yeah, sure. You can switch it.
I want to say Scorpio because it's sexy.
Okay, so low-key, technically mac and cheese fits the bill for apparently every single one of these places because Tanae had to change her mac and cheese, which she had picked for Libra because I had it for Pisces. I thought it was Pisces because it's like a food of dreams. Like people literally, like it's just, you can
it's like
in and imagine it. Yeah. But Tanae had picked it for Libra because it's pretty. You can do it a variety of different ways. It can be very fancy, but also you're correct. It's sexy. So really find
it's a
one that
pleaser.
can do all three.
Yeah, right?
So
yep.
All right.
I love that.
This one's going to be easy, I know. All right, I picked chitlins.
What? Babe,
I know don't nobody eat them.
A Scorpio?
Yes, girl, I did.
Yeah.
You already know. Okay, so for those of you in the chat who don't know what chitlins is, because you just never know who's watching. Chitterlings, as they are known. Chitterlings. But black people call them chitlins. They are pig intestines that are cooked and sometimes served with hot sauce or vinegar. They are not for everybody. They are not for most people, and they stank. When I say they stank, the smell is intense, and that's why I picked it, because if anybody has had a grandmama cook chitlins in the house, don't nobody be in the house with no chitlins. It is like run from the chitlins, but I picked it because it's intense and it ain't for everybody, kind of like a Scorpio.
That is why I picked it too.
Yeah.
All right, my last one for you: fried green tomatoes.
Pisces.
Oh, why do you think Pisces?
Because they're like a side dish. It's not too serious. It's like a little cute,
I
nice,
love that. I
light,
love that.
fried little, this green little tomato.
I like that. Yeah. And tomatoes are 90% water too. I like your logic with that. I had picked it for Libra because it could also be, it's cute on a plate, sometimes they
True.
dress it up with little things and you can like you go fancy places and they make a weird dip for it, and just like Libra likes to be a little extra sometimes, but I respect it for Pisces also.
Okay, I can see that.
All right.
Yeah.
So my last one is sweet potato pie.
Libra.
Dang. Okay. So in the pre-call, Cassie picked Libra for sweet potato pie. I actually put it as Pisces because it's confusing to have a vegetable as a pie.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
But what's your logic behind Libra?
It's dessert. I don't know. It just,
everybody likes dessert. A Libra would turn a vegetable into a dessert for people.
Yeah, it's like a little bit. It's it's just a little bit more.
Yeah,
yes.
Like that. Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much. Do you have any questions? Anything that you want to ask us before we tell you to tell the whole world about you so they can go follow you? And if they're ever in Portland, come track you down and help you get to your goal on your GoFundMe. Girl, I'm going to promote the fuck out of you. You see that?
Yeah.
You got any questions? Anything? You feel good?
Yeah, I wish I could think of one question, but I would want to ask y'all like a million, like tell me every single thing. What does that mean? What's this? This is about to happen. Tell me what should I do? But I'm gonna let it go.
Okay. So tell everybody how they can find you, what you're about, what you support. Let them all know. This is your time. Shine, girl.
Oh, yay. I have a business called Erica's Soul Food. That's the page I'm speaking from now, Erica's PDX. It's in Portland, Oregon. It's a food cart. I'm attempting to crowdfund for a juke joint. I want to open up a place where, like, I want to be just like a light in the city, and I want to provide. Thank you, Coral, and I love you, Coral. I want to provide, entertainment, food, love. I just want it to be a vibe. I want it to be an energy, like a mood. I want people to everyone to feel welcome and loved and supported and appreciated, and I just want it to be a love space,
Yes.
So
okay,
perfect.
Yeah, you're trying to do that. And what inspired you to get this juke joint up and running?
Well, I've always wanted, I don't know, it really would. I mentioned in my GoFundMe or on Instagram, I can't remember the post about my GoFundMe, that I really love the movie The Color Purple. I really identify with Suge Avery because she was just all over the place. She was fabulous, but she was a hot mess. She was damaged. She was hurting. She had been cast aside by her family. She came back. She was singing her ass off, and she was fabulous. And she was like, baby, listen, let's go. We ain't about this life. She let everybody have it and went off on her own and started doing her own thing. And she became great, and I identify with that, and I really love to be extra. I like,
it's Leo season. Give it up.
Yes,
you got
momentum for my business going.
Yes. Yeah. You got some shout outs. We do have one of our Leo. We just had her on the show. Gotta be Goldie. She said it's giving Suge Avery before you just said it. So she loves you. It's about that life.
Yes.
So guys, please go follow Erica's PDX. I'm sure the link to her GoFundMe is a bio. Donate if you can. Help this lovely, strong Black woman make shit happen in Portland, Oregon, because I know she is a minority out there trying to live her best life. I know, girl. Trying to live her best life out there. Erica, we appreciate you so much for coming on the show. This was amazing. And I'm going to kick you out, but you can hop back in and watch the rest if you want to.
Yes,
thank you. Of course. Thank you. It was so fun. I appreciate it. It's good to see you today. I love you so much.
Oh my God. I love you too, girl. We go catch up now.
Queen
this is all it is.
Shit. I want to go to Portland. Tanae and I will take a trip. We're going to eat all the vegan soul food, and it's going to be so good.
Man, you know what? For that trip to Portland, fuck being vegan, I might just eat her food. Because, look, y'all, I'm going to tell you this for real, for real. Y'all need to go check out her page, and you need to check out her Instagram stories and the food that she makes. It just, Shawnee, come on. Shawnee coming too. The food that she makes is amazing. It is gorgeous. And the videos that she does, I mean, the wings be wet, and oh my God, the collard greens, like, but Erica is top notch when it comes to her food and the soul food. So Portland, keep supporting your girl. Y'all, if you can, please go support her GoFundMe. We want to hit that juke joint because when the opening, when it comes, we coming for the opening day, girl. We gonna be there. Watch you cut that ribbon.
That's
you psychically already know it's happening, but we gonna put our witchy powers together too for you. So thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let's hit this question.
Yeah. So we have two.
Okay.
We'll talk about at Belvis's first, but I think from Music Lover, that's a good one to lead us out for the season finale.
Okay.
Not series finale, season.
No, yes.
We're coming back. All right.
Back.
At Belvis, what are the pros and cons of making life-changing decisions right now as Cancer transitions into Leo? What do you think?
Okay, so I think I would say that the best part about being able to make transitions right now is that your ego and the sun will be shining for you, and it'll allow you to kind of be your best self.
Mm-hmm.
I think leaving Cancer season is an emotional season, and I think it's very hard to really feel good about the decisions that you make during Cancer season because you don't know if it was an irrational emotional decision or if it was a legit decision. But sometimes emotional decisions can be the best ones because that's genuinely how you felt in that moment, and it was right for your spirit and your soul. So I wouldn't question that.
Sure.
I think for Leo season, I do happen to know that _Belvis is an Aquarius. That I think for Leo season, making life changes is good. I think that you will be able to really shine, and that's the good thing. I think the con is going to be that you might be in a spotlight and you may not be ready to be in the spotlight.
Sure. Yeah. I'm with that, and it's interesting. You know, it all very much depends on you as a person and your energies. I will say in the overall vibe for Cancer season is emotions and also thinking. I think because Cancer is the sign of the mother and is a nurturing, energy. We're often making decisions based on the benefit of our family and the people we care for, which may or may not always be ourselves. And then in Leo season, we, can align a little more with our ego. And so I think it's definitely a good time of year to take charge of what you want. And as Black Food NWMC Northwest, A, love the handle, B, email us the Zodiac Chatline at gmail.com if you want to get a reading. When we come back from our hiatus, we would love to talk. But brings up the eclipse season that we had in, Taurus season. So now we're back to a fixed sign energy. So Leo season this year is a little bit... We've got a little bit more intensity with the moons, the new moon in Leo, and then the full moon in Aquarius, which will happen on the 11th of August. And I would imagine for those folks who are most strongly affected in eclipse season, which it's got to be Goldie alluded to. It's all of us at this point. Shit is just fucking wild out here in the streets. But for a lot of our fixed sign energy, people who have a lot of heavy Taurus, Scorpio, and other fixed sign placements who probably really felt very personally transformative energy during the Taurus new moon and Scorpio full moon. I imagine the Leo new moon and Aquarius full moon will also revisit some of those same themes, and definitely in the Scorpio new moon, Taurus full moon, which will happen in late October, early November of this year.
Yeah.
So, but I think Leo new moon is a great time to set goals. The biggest dreams you dream for yourself. Treat yourself like you're this is main character energy season.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh,
like you are the star of your show.
Right. If it has never been main character energy, Leo season is all about main character energy. And that is when you flex. That is when you flex the most. I mean, you let them know you do the most Leo when you can.
Last year, I remember the Lionsgate portal, which is 8/8, which is a heightened like Leo season
Manifestation.
a time for manifestation. Was when I manifested the job I now have. I was like, I am done with this bullshit that I was doing before. I'm gonna find something better. And literally that week, I found the job on LinkedIn, and by September, it was mine.
So we have 2 Leos in the chat. Gotta be Goldie said the main character energy is getting character development at the moment. And then the other Leo is Shawnee, popping my shit all season.
Yes. All up it.
Shout out. Happy early birthday, Shawnee. Her birthday is next week, a week from today.
Yes.
Happy birthday. So enjoy this Leo energy, guys. Have fun with it. That is the most thing. I am all about having some fun. Leo rules the 5th house. It rules children. It rules creativity. It rules moments. Like, have fucking fun, because this world is sad as fuck. And we might as well at least have fun while we can until we, get into those eclipses later. So just to all my fixed signs, y'all know I'm an Aquarius, fixed energy. My Leos, my Tauruses, my Scorpios. We in this together. It'll be all right. We gonna make this happen. And for fixed signs, to be honest with you, I think it is the best thing for us to happen, because none of us like fucking change. And what these things do is change happens to us and for us, not against us.
Hallelujah. You have never lied.
Listen, girl. Listen.
But yes, Janelle, you definitely need to be using that Lionsgate portal energy.
Oh my
Day
God.
after your birthday.
Oh my God. Yes. I think you should use that Lionsgate portal more than you've used anything. I really focus on use the new moon in Leo on the 28th to really like establish what you want, and then use that Lionsgate portal to really like bring that energy forward specific, and start to maybe move and act on it, because it'll be right before the full moon in Aquarius hits. So you'll be able to really see that stuff take place and move into action. So let it happen.
Yes. So our last question of the season, as it should, comes from at Music Lover 3889, Chatline superfan Alex. Does this show feel rewarding? Tanae, what do you think?
It feels so okay. As a person with like more emotions than I think anybody that knows me actually knows, but they're all in there except for Cassie and Coral. They see it all the time. I feel a lot about this show. I had actually told Coral and Cassie earlier, super thankful that we decided to do this project. Cassie and I have literally known each other for years and talk in astrology language to each other as a regular point of conversation. And so for us to bring this project to life and to meet all of you amazing people that have come on our show, thank you so much for really sharing yourself, because quite frankly, I really do believe that like when you know somebody's chart, you really know a very personal part about them, and it is very personal. And that's why we don't really like tell you the people's specific birth date information, because like we don't want to put all that out there. To me, it's as private as a social security number, and I don't, it just gives a lot of insight. But it has actually been quite rewarding to see certain TikToks blow up, to have all the interaction with you guys in the chat, and to just kind of watch us grow. I mean, we've watched our first show to this one. Lighting's better, audio is better. We've decided to make this a better, smoother type of show, but I think it's absolutely amazingly rewarding, and I wouldn't trade these late Sunday nights for anything in the world. What about you, Cassie?
I agree. It has been really rewarding. It's been you know, as somebody who has a tendency to brainstorm a lot of projects and not do all of them, it's been really nice to follow through with something, to grow it. And also, it has just opened up all of these doorways, I feel like, toward other. I mean, certainly, like, we've met some wonderful people in the chat and through our, like, friends of friends, and that's, I can see us all, like, kind of building this little witchy, cute community around each other, and, like, I'm so excited for what we're evolving into. And also, yeah, just, like, you know, it's really, it's been also selfishly, like, really personally rewarding, in as much as it's put me into regular contact with everything that's going on astrologically, which also just leads me to doing more journaling and thinking about this, and it's just led to a lot of evolution. And so I hope, and just thank you guys so much, any of you, all of you who've been here, who come here sometimes, like, thank every single one of you. It's like such a joy to be here with y'all.
It really
and I
is.
agree, like, the late Sundays, 100% worth it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to come back. We're gonna have fun, and we have lots to talk about. I think you guys are gonna like what we have planned, and but this has been just wonderful. So
yeah, gotta be Goldie. I thought y'all had done this for years. So much energy. We just never put it on Instagram.
yeah, right. We just did it in the front seat of a car.
Yeah, it was called the driveway combos that we always had. Thank you so much. Rant page equals witches. None of us as smart as all of us. Yes, Velvis. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, this has only been since last December, guys. Like, we didn't do too much. And with that, you ready?
Yes.
So for the final card pull of the year, because thank you, Shawnee. I can't. Okay. For the final show of the season, as always, we stand Black women up in this motherfucker all goddamn day. So we're going to do the African Goddesses Rising, because that's what we love here. We love goddesses. We love African goddesses. We love all goddesses. But, you know, we is, oh my God. I cannot with these Leos in the chat today. Y'all just knew, because we wasn't going to be here for Leo season. They like, wait. Don't forget about us. Front row right here, y'all. We love y'all now. I'm just fucking with you. I love Leo's my opposite, and I fucks with the Leos. They're my peoples. Like, yeah.
Leos have truly driven this project forward too. We have had so many Leo guests, and they have been wonderful.
Of course they have. Of course they have. Because what? Crazy. And I pulled this card a couple times earlier today, and look. Wounded Healer, which I think does represent you see the lion face in there. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what we got for the Wounded Healer, y'all. Ready? Here we go. We have, sorry, gonna get my life together. Okay, there we go. Sekhmet, the goddess of wounded healers from Egypt, the temple of warriors, and the element of fire, of course. Sekhmet is a fierce ancient Egyptian goddess of war, the sun, and healing. She carries life force in her palm with the power to create or destroy. Her guidance: heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. The embodiment: when did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could. But being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Deep dive questions: what are your swords, the weapons you use to fight? And what are your shields, the ways you use to defend yourself? Dare to lay the burdens down along with your swords and shields. The goddess declaration is: it is safe to put myself first. Yes. Listen. Sorry, guys. I mean, when it's
group hug indeed.
Look, when it's on time, I'm telling you, these cards be listening. They gotta be listening. They gotta be, because every single time, and it's definitely the Leo card. Like, everything about that. So, guys, thank you Okay, Goldie, we can't wait. So thank you so much. I know. Listen, we
I
can't.
love it.
We gonna leave it on the Leoing. Guys, thank you so much for being with us, all of your time, your energy, for all the questions, for everybody that is asked to be on the show, for everybody that continues to follow us. Tell all your friends to start following our YouTube channel once again, and our TikTok. We are gonna be a little more active over there during this hiatus, so come hang out. I know she's looking at me, y'all know I'm not good with it. I'm good with this because Cassie's here and it's cute, but I'm gonna do it
She
because
doesn't like the talk.
that's gonna be my Leo season thing, is to let my sun shine out there in the TikTok world. But thank you guys so much. Erica, once again, you were an amazing guest. Cassie, thank you so much for being here with me every Sunday. Coral, we love you.
I was about to say thank you, Coral.
You
And
keep us
Tanae.
together. Love it, love it, love it. Bring your asses fun, girl. I cannot with you. But thank you. I know, right? Thank you so much for everything, guys. Cassie, me and you know what? Because it's all love. We will see you guys in about a month. And our final what for this season? Peace.